Right then, so today I put a little poll out on the YouTube channel community section, which I very rarely use these days, basically asking you, when did you start watching the channel? Because I've been doing this for 7 years now, since 2018, and I was interested to see the answers. Done this before, but I thought I'd do it again. And I also mentioned that I was filming something today, which is a little bit of a throwback to the more long-term viewers. Welcome back to Coach Lane Bridge. If you watch my channel any time before 2021, you will definitely remember this spot. Situated, I used to say this so often, situated between North Shields and Meadowhall stations on the Tynemere Metro Yellow Line. So we're just going to see a few trains here for a bit of a throwback. Should probably also add on that it is situated just outside of North Shields. That's the town centre there and the metro station. And when I was a lot younger, and we're talking 2018, 19, 20, I used to film here pretty much every day. And then changing habits in my life just mean that I don't come here as much anymore. But, you know, I had a tradition that I used to come here every November as part of the Christmas series. I carried that on for about 3 years, did a video 21, 22 and 23. Just a November video for the Christmas With Gareth series. And I was going to do one for 24. But then I shelved the plans for a Christmas series this year. I kind of thought, I don't really know if I want to do it. And I can just say now, this may change, but as of July 2025, June actually, it's not quite July yet. June, I can currently say that I have no plans to bring back any form of a Christmas series. That's not to say that I don't plan on hyping up the content in December. I always used to enjoy doing that. I used to upload daily and things like that, which is a normality for the original days of the channel, but as time progresses I uploaded less and less. But December was always a time that I really pushed the channel to its limits and tried to upload more. So I might well still continue with the daily uploads, and maybe a Christmas series will come back. But I shelved the plans for it in 2024, and I currently don't have any plans to bring it back in 2025. But that may change. The bridge is looking a bit worse to wear these days. It's been heavily graffitied and things like that, but it is in North Shields, so kind of what can you expect? We've got a green signal on platform 1 for T136, and then T121 is coming, which is usually a 555, and T125 is also not far off, which is also usually a 555. But today is the first day in ages I've not actually seen any gen for whether the 555s are out, so I don't know if we're going to see any. But T136 is already here. .4060 and .4085 with T136 for South Shields. And normally there's different pages and groups and things where I get my information on whether the 555s are out. Haven't had a shred of it today, so I don't actually know if we're going to see any, but there's 2 boards that are usually them, so we should hopefully see them. But yeah, let's just wait for the, hopefully, pair of 555s. Might as well also just put on the record that I do have plans to come back to a few different locations in 2025. Revisit some things, do some old spots, do some old types of videos in a modern sense. I used to do trip reports occasionally. Don't know if I'm going to bring them back. I'm currently kind of up in arms about it. It might be a thing I'd try and do. I want to revisit some old locations, so things like, I used to go to Benton Curve, which was on East Coast Main Line all the time, and then I stopped doing that. I haven't been there for so long, so I'm hoping to revisit that soon. A few different places may well be revisited. I've also just noticed the original bridge is so old. 1839. That's the road bridge which carries Coach Lane itself. And when I was younger, I never used to be able to see over that wall. I can now, but I always used to prefer coming to this side. But even then, for many years, I had to get my mum to lift me up to see the metros. So I'm not actually too sure when this green part was added, because it's obviously not the original bridge, that is. But it was clearly added at some point. I've just seen a 307 down there, 6102. But yeah, pretty interesting. Right then, here's the second of 3 trains we're going to see today, T125 for St James. 555 003 for St James with T125. We're now just going to wait on T121 to come from St James down, which should be in the Wallsend area at the minute. And we'll have a few minutes to wait for that. And the third and final train creeping up behind us. T121 for South Shields. Triple 555 for South Shields. And that'll mark the end. Thank you for joining us from Coach Lane Bridge. Rolling back the ears a little bit, and hopefully a pretty cool throwback. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.